One of the most pivotal moments, I believe, in the last 10 years of Tottenham's history was the sacking of Mauricio Pochettino. There are a number of things that were wrong with the sacking. We should have never sacked Poch. We should have always backed Poch. We didn't do that and we suffered the consequences since. Having said that, this video isn't about a mistake of sacking Poch. I want to talk about a very specific thing regarding that. The one thing that we did particularly well under Poch was we increased the valuation of our players. If you see the valuation of Dele Alli at his peak under Pochettino and then letting him go for free that we did later on in his career, there is a drastic difference. Every player went for better money than they were signed for under Mauricio Pochettino, which is precisely what a club is supposed to do. If you see Liverpool at their peak, how they sold the likes of Harry Wilson, there were other sales. Liverpool at their peak did not let any of their prospects, any of their good young players, any of their players who were not even making the squad go for cheap amounts of money. They all went for incredible profit. We certainly don't compete with other clubs in terms of wages, and this has been a huge topic of conversation lately. So if we can't do that, the one thing that we have no excuse of doing is developing players to a level where if we buy a player, we have to sell him for a profit. Otherwise, there is no point of buying them. And for the last few years, specifically since Jose Mourinho's appointment, we haven't sold a lot of players for profit. Harry Kane for 100 million, and he came through our academy. That's 100 million in the coffers of the club. How much we signed Kieran Trippier for, and what we sold him for. We turned him from a player at Burnley, a good player at Burnley, to a top English international who went on to win leagues such as La Liga, win the Carabao Cups, do so much for England, scoring the semi-final of a World Cup. If I see players from our academy, the likes of Harry Winks, the likes of Andros Townsend, Tom Carroll, Oliver Skip, all these players developed and improved and broke into the side properly under Mauricio Pochettino. Some of them were moved on under Pochettino. Not only did we take care of these players went on to give us unbelievable profits. They were all sold for a good amount of money. There's a problem in the structure from the top to the bottom. Have genuinely misused the likes of Dane Scarlett as well. I remember Dane Scarlett coming on in the Europa League under Jose Mourinho, and Dane looked like one of the brightest sparks that we've ever produced at Spurs. He was electric, and he has gone on and drifted away and had these poor loans where he's not even played so much football, and his confidence has been shot. Even a couple of years ago, if you see the goal involvements, whenever he came on under Ange, he did a good job. His last season in January, why we did not recall a player like Jamie Donnelly. Jamie Donnelly is a fantastic young player who played under Ange a couple of years ago. Jamie Donnelly would have come and ripped it up in the league. I'm not even suggesting anything close to that. The 15-20 minutes that we needed to give him anyway, because we were completely short of players. Don't give young players a chance at this football club. I'm not suggesting that we can have 11 academy players and actually win a league with the 11 academy players. Football has moved on from that. That is impossible nowadays. I'm just going to talk about few of the young boys at Tottenham who were out on loan last season, who can definitely have an impact next year, who I believe should be given a chance in the squad and some playing minutes next season. Next one is a very obvious one. Luka Vuskovic. Luka Vuskovic has gone from being a wonder kid to being a genuine first team contender. He's won a place in the Bundesliga Team of the Year as a teenager. His future is sensational. There is no doubt about it. Whether the future lies at Tottenham is the question. The decision that Spurs have to make is whether Roberto De Zerbi fancies him and wants to give him a chance. I think he'll have a look at him and then make a decision. A lot of bigger clubs have been linked to him from a permanent transfers point of view. I genuinely don't think we will be foolish enough to sell him at this point, because it makes no sense to sell him. Manager will give him some chances because we have no Europe next season, so we won't have a lot of games. We will probably play one game a week and the few odd cup matches. So if the manager does not want to give him chances, then he has to be sent out on loan again. I would genuinely like to see him being given chances, but I think a lot of it depends on if Christian Romero is sold and what happens with our other signings. Then there's Ashley Phillips. 2 full seasons at Stoke in the Championship have turned him from a prospect to a battle-tested defender. He's played for the England under-21s, he's had leadership roles, and I genuinely believe he has to be given the chance in the Premier League. Up front, we have got Will Lancashire. The guy hit double digits for Oxford in the Championship. For a team that did not do particularly well, he had a very, very good record. This was probably his breakthrough season in senior football. Now he has come leaps and bounds. If he can get a loan deal now at a Hull or a club that has just been promoted and get chances at the club, then that will be great. If that does not happen, I genuinely wouldn't mind him being our third striker. He did play in the Europa League and did not look completely out of place for us. So I think he has to be given a chance. I remember in a lot of Tottenham groups, nobody thought Harry Kane was good enough and he was being given chances initially. Nobody thought he was good enough. People thought that we need a better striker, we need a bigger striker. So unless we give these players a chance, I don't know how they're going to do well. Now, the most underrated player of the lot that should be given a chance next season is Alfie Define. He was the youngest ever goal scorer in the FA Cup in history when he came on as a young player under Jose Mourinho. He's got everything that you need in a player. Creates good and he's a very creative player. I genuinely like him. He has lit up the championship this season with Preston. He's been one of the very, very good players. And before that, he went to Belgium and made his name in Belgium and was one of the better players creatively in Belgium. Finally, the one player that everyone is talking about is our 18-year-old wonder boy, Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore has already played games as a 16-year-old for Tottenham. He's played in the Europa League. If he wasn't injured the season before last, he would have had some part in the final of the Europa League. Now, for Rangers, he's played in big European games, made a difference, and won the Player of the Year at Rangers, scoring in the Old Firm, playing in big games against the likes of Hearts, against the likes of Celtic. He has got the match experience that he needed. Technically, there was never any doubt about him, but even physically, I genuinely believe he has improved with the season in Scotland. A season in the Scottish Premiership has helped improve him, and he's gone leaps and bounds above the level that he was a couple of years ago. A lot of people shit on the Scottish League. There are a lot of talented players in the league who will go on to do amazing things. Nobody's laughing at John McGinn right now. Irrespective of who we sign, I think Mikey Moore has to be a squad member and a starter in our team next season. Because it's very simple for me. If an academy player can't break into a team that finishes 17th, then when exactly will they ever get a chance?